Anime fans, One Piece fans, what is good? The answer to that question, of course, is One Piece. One Piece is what's good. And today we got this One Piece chapter 963 fire. Well, I don't know if it's fire. I didn't really hear any rumors on Discord and whatnot. I don't know if this chapter is supposed to be good, if it's supposed to be mid. Like, I don't know, but we just out here chilling. So let's get into this One Piece chapter 963. Wow. So it's just been, I can't believe 963 chapters. At around this time next year, it's going to be 1000 chapters, and that's just kind of surreal to me. So, yeah, let's just get into this. So, we got the cover page, of course, Beige on my family. The Germs pirate crew attacked the country while the king was away. So I think they're still in Dressrosa. And these Germans pirates, the captain just looks unhealthy. He really does. So their journey started on the back of an elephant. Long, long ago, centuries back, we minks made a solemn vow with the Kazuki clan, Samurai of Wano. We are family. So I think this does mean that the guys that washed up on the shore last chapter were members of the Kazuki. Not Kazuki. They were minks. Like, I'm pretty sure they were Inu and Neko. Like, people didn't. That wasn't confirmed, but it just looked to me like they were Inu and Neko. So, you know, I'm just gonna go with that. So we are family. We promised that we would always assist one another when faced with hardships. Okay, yes, definitely Inarashi Nekomamushi. You can just see by their backs, like the ears, like it's obviously them, and they were obviously the ones who washed up on the shore. So yeah, those were definitely them. So we don't know when that time will come, but we. So then they're just like, Wano, huh? I'd love to see the outside world, yeah. I can't really say yeah. It's like a cat, like, yeah. It's hard to say. So they're like, hey, where can we find this land? I heard there was a bunch of different ones. That's right. There are more than 5 islands in the world. There are that many? I'm hungry. Yeah. So you can just see, Neko, they kind of wanted to go on an adventure, I guess. So as kids, they wanted to go find Wano, and they sailed there, and then they're pretty sheltered, so they're surprised that there's more than 5 islands in the world. So then something happened. I can't see. All right, they got destroyed by a wave. Their boat got wrecked by the ocean. And then Neko's like, the world is horrible. Wano is horrible. Because we know that Wano, it's pretty protected by the weather. Definitely. So then, wait a minute. Oh, I see. So that's not, they got washed up on Wano. And now we see that they're tied to a stake and are apparently about to get lynched by townspeople from Wano, because you see that there's Neko and Inu, and then there's also Kawamatsu, because in the last chapter, I believe we saw Kawamatsu over them. Mm-hmm. So it's just like three strange creatures, and then the people of Wanu, of course, hate them. Kind of like fishermen all over again, but now Neko's like, we shouldn't have come here. Inu's like, doggone, we should never have gone out to sea. Our family? Yeah, right. A cat monster, a dog monster, and a kappa. Is this beach cursed? Burn them at the stake. And then we hear they're just all upset, and they're like, ah. And then Odin is in the ocean, and he's like, phew, now I have enough ingredients to make tonight's Odin. And then he sees the Kawamatsu, Inarashi Nekomamushi crying, and then he sees the townspeople laughing, or just the samurais in general. And Odin's like, you should be ashamed. Being afraid of those who look different only highlights your ignorance. How dare you bully a bunch of kids? Disgraceful. And he just beat them all up. And then Odin's like, now then, farewell. And then they're like, you're leaving us like this? He just left them tied up. And then this is at Curry Castle. What? Why did you bring these monsters here, Sir Odin? They followed me. Thank you for helping us back there. So it's like Ming Tribe Inarashi, Ming Tribe Nekomamushi. Like, you already knew that, but One Piece always got to do that. That introductions. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, huff, huff. Yeah, we were already starving, but then we were almost beaten to death. This is so hot, there's no way I can eat it. This is hard to believe. They really are talking animals. That's Kinemon. And then Odin's like, the mink tribe. My father mentioned it to me. Yeah, I bet he did. An inscription in our country mentions our bond too. You're our family. And now you're our savior as well. Still, I may be hungry, but this is way too hot. And then he's just like, oh, he just tosses it. And then Inarashi's like, stop that, Nekomamushi. And then he's like, I have cat's tongue. Wahaha, hey, cat. Odin would not be Odin if it's not boiled and eaten hot. And then Kawamatsu's like, this is yummy. And what are you meant to be? My mother and I drifted to this country after our ship sank. When we asked for help, people threw stones at us because we were fishmen. My mother was injured, so we were unable to return home. Okay, so Kawamatsu is a fishman. That's kind of surprising because when he was introduced, like, people were like, is he a fishman? But it was kind of insinuated he was something different and not a fishman. But apparently Kawamatsu is indeed a fishman. So I was kind of wondering if it was going to be a whole new race, but, you know. Fishman is cool. Like, you know, we love fishmen out here. We really do. So he's like, with her dying breath, my mother told me fishmen are always discriminated against in this world. You would be more likely to survive if you claimed to be a kappa. So now I'm Kawamatsu the kappa. I live off of leftovers others throw away. Oh, I see. So he was a fisherman, and then his mom told him to claim to be a kappa because she knows that the people of Wano are superstitious and would be more likely to, I guess, accept him. You know what I'm saying? So I am so grateful. Not only did you save me, but you fed me delicious food too. I will never forget what you did for me today. And then Nekomamushi's like, oh, I forgot my manners. I wasted all that food. And then Inarashi's like, now you're acting like an adult. And he's like, I'm sorry, Kappa. I'll help you finish it. And he's like, it's still hot. And then Odin's like, ha ha ha, what an interesting cat. And then Inarashi's like, hey, cat. And then Odin's like, meeting you guys has made me realize that there are many creatures in this world I have yet to see. Now I am really excited for my next voyage. Take care. And then he's like, take care. And then all of them jump on him and they're like, no, let us stay here. You didn't even ask us. And they're just dogpiling him. And then they're like, this group keeps getting bigger. Well, considering their strength, it should be fine, but we are running low on funds. You lent more money to that fellow Orochi, right? Why do you keep doing that? Oh, well, even though he is on his own now, he used to work for Yasui, so I cannot just leave him to die. Huh. So, I guess, right, because Orochi stole the money, I guess he got booted. But, you know, I don't know. Orochi's he's kind of a snake. You know. Well, we already knew that, but I don't know. Gifting money to Orochi is a bad idea, Odin. Just a bad idea. So, tiptoed. Slow and steady. This is the essence of walking like a ninja. We can do this. Yasui is no big deal. So you got Kinemon, Raizo, and Kanjuro doing something. Hakumai. Why were you trying to steal so much money? Because Odin needed money. If you are going to execute us, then get it over with already, you hedgehog. That dang Odin, he sure recruited some odd characters. I will give you the money you tried to steal. And they're like, huh? So all the 9 scabbards, right, because he was giving money to Orochi, they all tried to steal money from Yasui. And then they're like, what? Wait, Lord Yasui, if you did that, how come I will run out of, and on top of that, and then Yasui's like, and on top of that, take this too. Use it wisely. Even more? Are you being serious? Is something wrong with you? Is this some sort of trap? And then Yasui's like, do you love Odin? And then he's like, if you do, then use this money to dress properly. And then they're like, these do not suit us at all. So they're just all in classy clothes now. And then, and then I can't tell who that is. I think that's Kiku. He's like, Sesha. And Kinemon's like, learn some manners. Wrong. It has to come from the gut. Like this. Sesha. So Sesha is a term that samurais use to address themselves according to the description in the box below. Buy some books and fill yourself with knowledge and wisdom. So this is just Yasui over voicing them. He's told them to learn manners, buy books, and he's like, if hoodlums like you were able to become the retainers of Odin as you are right now, you would bring shame to his name. And then they're like, Lord Odin, we bid you good morning. This deep fried tofu was simply exquisite. And then Odin's like, why are you lot suddenly acting so strangely? It's so creepy. And then Yasuo's like, he will one day be the Shogun of Wano, and the people who will support him through it all must be the best samurai in the entire country. So you can see them training. As servants' duty is to protect their master. All of you must make yourselves the capitals, no, the entire country's guardians. And they're just training like crazy. So it says 3 years later, 30 years from the present, the flower capital. I heard that the daimyo of Curry and his followers will be visiting the capital. Wahaha, be sure to hide your money to avoid getting robbed. Lord Odin and his retainers are thugs, after all. Wait, there's Mr. Mountain. Mountain Jr., get in the crate. Oink, oink. So I think this is a young mountain god or something. Look, the party from Curry has arrived. Oh my, what are they? His samurai? Were Odin's retainers always so dignified? And they're just kind of confused. They're like, my eyes must be deceiving me. It almost looks like the Shogun's profession. So I'm like, now that I've seen Denjiro older, I am basically certain that Denjiro is Koshiro. Like, I don't see how he wouldn't be Koshiro. He's like, gotta be Koshiro. You know what I'm saying? He just looks like Koshiro. Then you got Izo. And Izo has a sword. So I guess he was a swordsman. I wonder why he would switch the guns then. The majestic and dignified appearance of these samurai, their commanding presence could take your breath away. The onlookers were in such awe that many had even dropped down to their knees. If I have become a fine man, it is thanks to you, but I am not sure I have changed one bit. I cannot believe you are thanking me. Why do you look so outraged? So Odin is talking to his father, I believe. I can't quite see who that is, but I think he's talking to his dad. And then Odin came to visit after hearing his father had taken ill. But after seeing his father's energy, his worries disappeared. However, that was the last time the two would ever speak. So, you see Orochi there. I'm figuring that Orochi was probably one of the king's attendant. He probably finna poison him. That same year, poor Itachi. Okay. You know I had to say this. It's called Port Itachi, so you know I had to say this. Rest in peace, Itachi. Okay, let's switch back to the... Oh, wait, whoa! I was gonna say let's switch back to the right anime, but I just finna saw Whitebeard up in here. Oh, let's get on with this chapter. We climbed the waterfall, didn't we? So why is there a sea and an island up here? I can sense that there's other humans nearby. Pops, it'll take a week to finish the repairs. The cargo hold is flooded, so our provisions are good as gone. We'll need to head out to find supplies. Any volunteers? Basically everyone. We're tired of sitting around. I'll go too, Yoi. No, you're just an apprentice. Oh. So we see young Whitebeard, and Marco's like, I'll go too. And he's like, you're just an apprentice. So Marco has gone from being an apprentice to the right-hand man of Whitebeard in just 30 years. That's impressive. So we see Vista, we see Jozu, young Jozu, and we see a guy I don't recognize. He's probably the former second commander. So, captain of the Whitebeard Pirates, Edward Newgate. Lord Odin went to the coast? Why did you let him go? We must stop him. I heard that a pirate ship was spotted at Port Itachi. They apparently look different from other pirates. Their ship is supposed to be huge, too. They must be pretty strong. This is terrible. He must have gone to chase them off. If that's the case, it might not be so bad. Hey, all of you, stand back. Huh? Whitebeard said that to his guys. And then he's like, something's coming. Something incredible. So this is the pirate ship? Congratulations on making it here. You must have traversed all that terrible weather and waterfall. I have been waiting for you. And Whitebeard's like, this doesn't look good. And then Odin jumps at Whitebeard. Wait, Yeah, Odin jumps at Whitebeard, and then they clash. And then Odin's like, haha, ooh-wah, my name is Kazuki Odin. I want you to let me, or we may not know each other, but I want me to let you. Sorry, I'm just tripping over my words. My name is Odin Kazuki. We may not know each other, but I want you to let me join your crew. Whoa! So that was a good ending to the chapter, good ending to the flashback, because I was tripping over my words just this whole time, but sorry, I had a bad night of sleep last night, so I don't know, I'm just a bit out of the loop. But, so just Whitebeard and Odin be clashing like that. They're just like, boom! It wasn't quite a Yonko clash, you could see, because like the skies didn't split, so Odin wasn't Yonko level, at least at the time. But they clashed in an epic manner. That is one great drawing, a great scene. And then he just immediately asks him to join his crew. So, good chapter. The chapter, I didn't find it as engaging as other chapters have been, but the ending with the clash with Whitebeard, that was cool. And it was cool to see that Marco was an apprentice 30 years ago. So my channel's namesake has went from being apprentice to right hand and strongest member in the Whitebeard Pirates in just 30 years. Now, this guy with the giant chain and mace, I'm not sure if we've seen him before. If we haven't, he might be the former second commander that disappeared. But that stuff will be cleared up in the next chapter. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, and only if you enjoy my content, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more One Piece content. I can't wait for the next chapter. Can't wait to see how this Odin flashback progresses. And I will see you in the next video.